Hey, what's happening, people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Messages in the Madness with yours truly. I am having some technical difficulties, so I apologize for being late. But I'm here. You're here. Appreciate you being here. Hope you had a great day, great weekend. I hope everything was great for you. And we're here, and this screen is flickering at me. I don't know what the heck is going on with. I think it's Gremlins. That's what I think it is. I think it's Gremlins. But anyway, I'm here. It's Sunday, 8 o'clock, man. Veterans Day weekend. It's been. Well, I guess it's the end of Veterans Day weekend, but it is what it is. But anyway, so while I try to fix what I got going on here, I do appreciate y'all coming by and seeing me. I do had a great week, fabulous week as always. I know I say that all the time, but you know what? I'm just happy to be alive and above dirt, so I'm good with that. And my camera's too high. And let's see. Hey, Miss Charlotte. Hey, Mr. Net. Good to see you. Hi, Papa. Okay. What's up, Brother James? Glad to see you. Glad to see everybody popping in. Do thank y'all for doing that because you know what? This ain't no fun without y'all. So thank y'all for being here. In the interim, let me see what happened was let's see what's going on with Longhorn. Longhorn's week was I took 3 days off. Yeah, I took some PTO time. Me, PTO, believe that. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I got up earlier every day. I got up earlier than I normally do every day. I did. Yeah. To do other stuff that I didn't have to do, but I did it and it was fun. I took 3 days off to do some veteran events. So let's see. Wednesday, I helped build tiny homes for veterans with VCP, Veterans Community Project. That was fun. And then I am still trying to adjust my camera here. Thursday, I was a keynote speaker at Jennings Senior High School, so that was great. Appreciated that. That was a lot of fun with the ROTC and the student council and everything. Met two WACs. If you don't know what a WAC is, that's Women's Army Corps. So they were part of the military before before they desegregated and allowed women to serve with men. So that was really really cool. And I think I'll be going back there to do my presentation from the Buffalo Soldiers to the Tuskegee Airmen. And then Friday, I had breakfast with two of my grandkids for breakfast with veterans. So we had coffee and donuts. That was fun. Thank you, Miss Bree and Mr. Alexander, for having me. And we, of course, we awarded thank you packets to everybody to all the veterans, which was really cool. And then today, ended the Veterans Day weekend by having lunch with three veterans, three comics, great comics, Typhoon Panda, Jared Langley, and Will C. So we did that. We had lunch today and watched the Chiefs win. Dallas Cowboys lost. Oh well, that's how that rolls. Matter of fact, I'm still rocking my shirt from the Veterans of Comedy. It's a group that I'm a part of. It's all veterans that we travel the country telling jokes. So that was my weekend. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, be sure you hit like or love as you come in. Let me know that you stopped by. Say it hi. Because otherwise, I wouldn't know that you were here unless you let me know that you stopped by. So the message for this week is it comes from a conversation that I have, and the message is called "Giving Without Expectations." And it came from a conversation I was having with Typhoon Panda, and he's like I say, one of the veterans of comedy, and we were discussing my week, and he said to me, "Man, I think it's cool that you do what you do without any expectations of receiving anything in return." I said to him, "I do get something out of what I do. I get a lot out of what I do. I get to enjoy the appreciation that I'm able to show to others, and the appreciation for what I've done, whether it's shown or implied or not even shown. I just appreciate being able to do what it is that I do." Hey, baby sis, I see you there. Hey, baby sis. Hey, cousin Michelle, good to see you. Nice to see y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by and seeing me tonight. So I thought I'd talk about giving without expectations because see, my mama taught me something when I was growing up. She said, "Baby, don't give me nothing without a smile. If I ask you for something and you got to frown up to give it to me, I don't want it. I don't need it." And I'm still that way to this day. Is if I give you something and you frown, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool." It could be your last piece of bread. It could be your last beer. I'll be like, "No, I'm good. Thank you very much. No, I'm good." And I'll keep it moving. I'd rather starve than to take that piece of bread from you because apparently you didn't want me to have it. If you wanted me to have it, your face wouldn't be all frowned up and you wouldn't be looking at me like I'm crazy. So it's like, I'm cool. I'm going to pass on that. So that's why I say giving without expectations. Because see, we can we can give and expect to get something in return, but what's the point? Yeah, what's the point? I jokingly told the other half, I said, hey man, everything that men do, we looking for something in return. And she go, you get dinner. I'm like, fair, that's a fair trade. Appreciate that. So what I did, of course, I did a little snooping around and I found 20. Now, yeah, I found 20 ways to give to others without expectation, without expecting something in return. And here's how we do it. One, you can give money. Yeah, money you can spare to someone who needs it and pretend you never had it. Just act like, hey man, I gave it. And that's the thing when you loan money, if you're gonna loan money or give money that you're not looking to get back because you're not always gonna get it. Let someone tell a story without feeling the need to one up them or tell your own story. I'm kind of guilty of that one. But we've all seen that, you tell a story and hey man, we just had a baby. Oh shoot, that ain't nothing, man. Me and my wife, we had two babies. One of them was born in the dumpster, the other one was in the back of a fire truck. Yeah. They always got the need to one up you. And I don't know why that is, but people do that. I like to share stories too, but sometimes you got to be careful about the stories that you share because sometimes people just don't want to feel like you outdoing them. Let someone vent, even if you can't offer a solution. Sometimes people just want your ear. Sometimes they just need you to just listen to them. They don't want they really don't want an opinion. They just want you to listen to them, let them get it out. They just want you to listen without, considering how well, you know, they listened to you last week or the week before, but they just want to get it out and they just want you to just sit there and just take it. Just be a sponge. Help someone who is struggling with difficult feelings by admitting you felt the same thing without considering whether they'd be as open with you. Being vulnerable. Yeah, yeah. Because see, the truth is we all know there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing. And the same thing that you've gone through, somebody else has gone through. They have. Let's see. Ask what can I do to help you today? Then let it go after following through. Help them. What can I do to help you? You'd be surprised what people will say to you. Some people tell you, I just need a hug. How hard is a hug? You know? Apologize when you acted selfishly. Even if you don't feel like you were wrong, because it will remind the other person that they deserve to be treated with respect. Let someone else educate you. Don't act like you're the person that know it all. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong damn room anyway. Yeah, let someone else educate you. Even if you're tempted to stay closed minded because you value their knowledge and appreciate their willingness to share it. But just let somebody teach you something. Ooh. Now, this one we all kind of struggle with. I won't say we all because some of us are more pious than others. Um, Forgive someone who wronged you because you have compassion for them, not because you know they owe you, but just because you can. Yeah. Forgive someone who wronged you. Hold someone's hand when they feel vulnerable to let them know you haven't judged them. And you don't have to do that physically. You can do that emotionally, spiritually. You can just be there for them. Just hold their hand, just to help them get through what they're giving, what they're going through. Give your full attention to the person in front of you when you're tempted to let your thoughts wander just to show them their words are valuable. Yeah, stop, look, and listen. Remember that? That's what we used to do before we came out with sorry, I had to reach back here. Before we got these. Yeah. Little cell phone thingies. Yeah, we used to actually look at people and have conversations. We would give them our undivided attention right there. We would do that. Well, without that right there. Now, man, that phone, something else. I think it's like they sprinkled, I don't know what on it, but it gets your attention. And we don't give people the focus that they deserve. We don't give them their full attention. Hell, you see people using these things in church now. Remember, we used to give all the attention. Oh, yeah. Anyway, don't get me started on that one. Last week, I kind of preached. I got a little deep last week, but I'm not going there this week. I'm going to keep this within my time constraints. I'm going to do that. But give people your full attention. It drives me fruit. When we out to eat, and I look over and I see a couple, and one of them staring at their phone, the other one sitting there like, "Don't you see I'm here? Don't you see me? I'm right here in front of you." So anyway, I got too far into that. Assume the best when you're tempted to suspect someone for a no valid reason. Assume the best. Always look for the best, even if they haven't always given you the benefit of the doubt. Assume the best when you're tempted to suspect someone for no valid reason. I know what people say about assumptions, but if we, as I've said time and time again on this show, we are pre-wired for negativity, but sometimes you gotta give the benefit of the doubt. Accompany someone to an appointment or drive them to an interview when they need support just to help them feel strong. Change your plans for someone you love. If no, yeah. If your plans weren't too important without questioning whether they do the same for you. Teach someone how to do something without taking a superior position because they've likely taught you many things, whether they were obvious or not. Leave a thoughtful comment on somebody's blog, not to build your readership, but rather to show them how they affected you. And people have done that with me. I'm gonna stop on that one for a second. People have done that for me. Send me inboxes and things of that nature, saying, "Hey, man, I really appreciate what you do," and it feels good. And what could I do for them in return? Not much, but keep doing what I'm doing. It's just like when we hand out thank you tags to veterans. Half the time, I just hand it to them and walk off. I don't even stick around to see, the reaction. I just, hey, here you go. Thank you for your service, bro, and walk off. I'll inbox different comedians or people I know that are doing different things just to say, hey, I see you. You're doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. Tell someone you believe in their potential, even if they haven't always shown you the same support. I remember a supervisor I had. He asked me, man, why do you always got something good to say to somebody? I said, because that may be the kindest thing they've heard today. Oh, you tell a young technician, hey, man, you're going to be all right. You got this. Just keep working at it. It doesn't cost anything to be positive or to let somebody know that you believe in them because, again, you may be the only person to show them that you believe in them today. Real talk. Um, Say no when it would make you feel good to say yes. I don't think I quite get that one. They say no when it would make you feel good to say yes because sometimes being kind means pushing someone to step up and try harder. And yeah, people do need a little motivation sometimes. And sometimes they can't find that motivation within themselves. They need somebody to help motivate them along. So tell someone they meant well instead of using their mistake as an opportunity to manipulate their guilt. Yeah, you knew they meant to do well. Don't beat them up. And then the last one, I've left this one open for you to write your own. You can write it in here in the comments. How do you give or show you care? And all these are examples of being able to show somebody, to give somebody, to give without expectations. You give people something that they can't give back to you, and it goes a long way, and it's appreciated because, as I've said before, sometimes that's the what you may say to them may be the kindest thing that they've heard. When you give somebody, I mean, and people, and I just roll my eyes when people say it. I will give. I keep money in my armrest, loose one. I keep $1 bills in my armrest of my car, in my pickup truck. At least I try to. And I see somebody that's standing on the corner asking for money. I give them $1, maybe two, if they got kids out there. And people go, "Oh man, you don't know what they're gonna do with that money." No, I don't know. But I'm giving without expectations. I'm not expecting anything in return. And whatever they do with that money is what they do with it. That's not for me to judge. So if I bless you with something and you destroy that blessing, that's not on me. That's on you. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's look over here. Let's see. Charlotte says gratitude doesn't always have to be monetary. And you're right, it doesn't. Your actions speak louder than words. A hug is worth a whole lot more than money, especially when it's sincere. James says, I try to help people without getting anything in return. And James, we often do help people. And we don't, I'm a big believer that I call it planting seeds. I plant these seeds of gratitude and they grow somewhere else. I may be nice to somebody in Kansas and somebody may be great to me in Illinois. So I do what I do without looking for anything in return. Uh, that's a whole nother story. Stop that. Stop that. That's another story. Let's see. James says, I need all the education I can get. I show I care about being there. And you know what, James? That's a big one. Because we all need somebody to just be there for us. Just to let us know, hey, I'm not by myself. I'm not alone. I'm not in this alone. And having somebody that you can turn to and talk to means a lot. Giving of yourself without expectations is not hard. It's not hard to be kind. It's really not. The other day I was at Aldi's. Lady in front of me, she had 4 items. And she reached into her purse and she pulled out this bag of change. And she was supposed to count out $8.42, something like that. I said, ma'am, please put your money back in your purse. And I handed the young lady my debit card and I paid for her purchase. And I could tell at first the lady was a little embarrassed. But then she said, she just looked at me. She said, thank you, thank you. And she thanked me 3 times. And she grabbed her 4 items and she walked out the store. Can she ever give that back to me? No. But I planted that seed and it'll grow somewhere else. I know it will because that's my belief system. I'm not trying to change yours or make you think different, but sometimes we need to be reminded that all things are possible and that just a little love and a little care, just a little bit of you, just a little bit of you can go a long way. Yeah. That kid that you see trying to steal a candy bar in the store, you tell him, don't steal, baby. Come here. I'll buy you the candy bar if you promise me you'll never steal another candy bar. Opening the door for a stranger, listening to somebody talk for a prolonged period of time. just because they need to get it off their chest. None of us are perfect, and none of us are without flaws. So sometimes we just need a little, sometimes those gestures of gratitude are more than what you think they are. That sandwich that you gave to somebody out of your lunchbox at work, that may have been the only meal that person had today. That, as we like to say this these days, that love that you show, you may never get back from that person, but it will come back to you from someone else. So think about it. In those examples that I gave, give without expectation. And that's my message, y'all. Anybody got anything for me in the chat? Let's take a peek here. See what I got here. Charlotte says the look on someone's face when you do something for them unexpected is all the things you need. And you know what? It is a wonderful thing, ain't it, Charlotte? It's a wonderful thing. And it just does something to me. It just makes me all warm inside. So, yeah, I know I'm a little corny. I'm kind of old fashioned. I'm kind of a fuddy duddy. I just think we just need more love in this world. And the love that we give is giving without expectations. All right, y'all. Well, I'm supposed to get up out of here. I guess I will talk to y'all next Sunday. Tell a friend, bring a friend, share the broadcast if you like it. Make sure you hit like or love. Let me know that you stopped by. And if you're not doing nothing else, need a good book? There it is right there. You can find it on Amazon. Messages in the Madness. Read about me and mine and my trials and tribulations and my victories, which I would greatly appreciate. So with that, God loves you. I love you. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Respect yourself. Love them kids. Give them a hug from me. Respect our vets. I hope you had a great Veterans Day weekend. I am Vernon Longhorn Davis. God bless y'all. $2.